Hello, this is Stacy with DRC. In this video today, I will be demonstrating the enhancements to the CDT interactive reports. These enhancements are based on feedback received from district and school personnel, as well as teachers. Note, this is not a full training video. Access to training resources and user guides can be found in quick links. The first enhancement you will see is the information now available on the dashboard page after you log into the reports. This page will provide updates all users should be aware of, as well as direct links to available resources. As you navigate to the reports, one of the first things that you will see is that the pre-filters have changed in color. The reason for this color will be understood here in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and select some pre-filters to demonstrate the updates. One of the additional changes to pre-filters that you will see is the added date range filter. This particular filter is being used to narrow down the reported data to the most recent test event for an individual student group that you're working with. As you select your diagnostic category, that particular date range will populate. A user is able to change the dates within the date range depending on the amount of information and report data you would like to view within the reports. At this time, we're only going to be showing the current test event for the student group that we're working with. As you can see, when I clicked go, the pre-filters changed to a gray bar ribbon at the top of the page. This particular ribbon will be viewed and available for viewing throughout the reports as you scroll down each reporting tab. In addition, within Group Map, the secondary filters now only include the scale score. This particular filter, as you may recall, is used to further refine the data set that is used within the reports. When selecting all for the diagnostic category, you are using and viewing a full CDT. The first map that you see is the overall map, and below that are the individual diagnostic category tables. These maps are actually now plotted scale scores, just as you see within the overall map. Previously, these charts were bar charts. One additional change that you'll notice when you are viewing an all diagnostic category or full CDT, the eligible content code and sample item table is now removed. This is due to feedback from the users saying that information at a group map level is not necessary. When you select an individual diagnostic category, that particular table will become available again. In addition, another feature that we've updated are the scroll bars on the vertical side of the page. There used to be more than one, and now we have reduced it to just one scroll bar. You still will have some scroll bars horizontally within the tables depending on the amount of data that you are viewing. As we move to the individual map, you will see that the pre-filter selections that were selected on the group map have remained in place. All that is needed at this point is to select an individual student to be able to see the reports. A change that we've made on the individual map is the color of the full test events. The full test event for an individual map has changed to white in the plotted points within the map. This is to make it easier for viewing purposes on the screen. In addition, when a teacher comes into the individual map, you will see that the student group pre-filter is not a required field. You can determine this by the icon that is in the top left corner of each of the pre-filters. There is not one listed for student group. Merely go ahead and start to type in your student name or to be able to see the list of students available to you. In addition, one of the secondary filters that has been added is school year. At this time, the default student report information is based on the current test year. If you would like to see additional test event reported, you would need to go to add an additional school year or change to the school year you would like to view. In addition, another feature we have added is the scale score ranges, the top right corner of the reports. By clicking on this button, a pop-up window occurs and you will see the ranges associated with the color bands within the individual map. This will remain visible as you scroll through the reporting pages. If you'd like to remove this view, simply click on the button again. As we move to Learning Progression Map, I'm going to change the filter selections that are listed here. You will notice that these filter values have remained in place as they did in the previous reports. One difference with the Learning Progression Map is diagnostic category is not populated. This is because the all diagnostic category is not an option within Learning Progression Map. You need to select an individual diagnostic category. For the purposes of demonstration today, I'm going to select another group. Again, you can see that my dates have pre-populated based on the current or most recent test event for the students within the student group. One change that we've made is to the secondary filters. We have added scale score. This scale score is to help users navigate and narrow down the list of students similar to the analysis that has been performed within GroupMap. As you move down the page, an additional change you will see is the format of the tables that were found at the bottom of the report. They are now listed one and then the next one below that. They are also horizontally expanded to be able to give you a fuller view of information that's being reported. In addition, the eligible content codes are now listed on the x-axis, and the individual grade or students are now on the y-axis. One last significant change is the batch download button that's available on each of the reporting tables. This batch download button, when selected, will open up a new browser window. And within that window, all of the pre-selected filters that you have entered will be already pre-populated. Simply open up that window and choose print or batch download the file from that page. Lastly, within batch download, a new report is now available for users. This is the student conferencing report. This report provides a view of the 3 most recent test events side by side. In this particular report on the screen, you will see that the student only has 2 test events that are listed. That is because the student has not tested 3 times for this particular content area and map configuration. The color of the plotted scores align with the chart below, the table below the map itself. When a full test is taken, you will see an overall score and then the individual diagnostic categories associated with it. In this particular report that I'm viewing, there are only diagnostic category tests that have been taken for a literature assessment. You can tell this is a diagnostic category test as not all of the score information is populated for every single diagnostic category. For the reading and literature tests, you will see an overall score listed as there are multiple diagnostic category tests given within a single diagnostic category for literature or informational CDTs. As you scroll down, you will also see the eligible content codes and sample items that are associated to the very most recent test event. Below this table, you'll have another one associated to the learning progression for that most recent test event. In this example, you will see a full CDT given. The white dots are the full CDT, and you can see all scores are populated. In addition, we have individual diagnostic category tests for this particular math test for Algebra 1. There is no overall score, only the individual diagnostic category score is provided in the chart below. Lastly, we do offer this particular report in a black and white or grayscale with some color coding to have some reference with the various score ranges. Again, if you need additional information on any of the changes that have been shown here today, please visit the quick links within your reports and look for the PowerPoint presentation that walks through every single change that has been demonstrated here today. Additional videos will be posted when available. Feel free to reach out to our customer service team at any time if you have questions or are unsure how to navigate through the reports. We are always happy to help at any time. Thank you.